Good morning and welcome to another edition of African Americans Ain't Africans, the think show that proves that the so called African American didn't find their way to America in the trunk of a ship. I'm your host, the Indigenous One. Today we're going to be exploring something, but what we're going to be exploring, we're going to be using something that we all have, and it's called inner vision. Inner vision. Instead of looking outside of yourself for whatever ails you, look into yourself. Inner vision. What you say, not what somebody else tells you, not what somebody else teaches you. You have all this. You are, uh, your people are from a place called America. The term has been changed to America, but check out what these terms mean. Check out what the term means as far as environment, the minerals in the ground, the places you can see, the places that it produces, the animals, the birds, the lakes, the rivers, the canyons, the oceans, the people. That this is what America produces. And you are the children of America, not the USA, America, America. Check out the difference in the words. I get all kind of terms of America from indigenous people from all over. Because you got them that live in Honduras. You have them that live in Mexico, the Caribbean, South America, Alaska, California, New York. It's all the same people. All the same people. Yet we look at each other through other people's lenses. So the indigenous people in Mexico will look at themselves through Spanish people's eyes, the conquistadors' eyes. The people in Brazil, the indigenous people in Brazil, will look at themselves through the Portuguese eyes. The people in North America, the indigenous people there will look at things through, I don't know what those people are. So today we're going to tackle inner vision. Everybody has it. Everybody. But when you're taught by people coming in to seize your land, what they teach you about yourself is to benefit them, not you. Never forget that. So we're going to look at not looking at things through other people's eyes, looking at things through your eyes or our eyes. Because if you're the offspring of what we're talking about, America, if you're offspring of that, you should be working together to blow the roof off this motherfucker. For real. So We're going to take a look at some things so you can differentiate, from what is real and what is not. It's just as simple. If you believe in something that what is not, you're going to screw yourself every time. But if you hone in on what's real, reality, what you're dealing with, it'll put you in a position to better tackle that, not listening to what someone else says. So, we're going to talk about intervision. So, this picture of Michael Jackson, and I just want to use it as an example. You ever notice when you go to the zoo, the animals have a sad look on their face? I mean, they not, it's like they not running up to the cage wanting to be pat on the head like a dog. They looking at you like, yeah, they have that look because they're taken out of their natural environment. They can't do what bears do, what lions do, what giraffes do, what they did before they got in that cage. Same thing with people. When you take a people from their natural habitat and place them on top of concrete, they will act like animals. I got $5, say it's true. When you take people out of their natural element and put them on top of concrete, they become something other than what they were when they were in their natural habitat. Somebody say amen. Somebody say amen. Animals taken out of, or anything taken out of their natural environment, always look sad. And I notice in the images of Michael Jackson, I just want to use him as a reference because he's so well known. Everybody knows who he is. So I want us to be on the same page. I don't want to tell you Little Beaver and you don't know who Little Beaver is. So if I say Michael Jackson, everybody knows who Michael Jackson is. The same would be true if I said Michael Jordan, popular faces. Everything, and go check it out. Everything, I mean, back to the Wiz. I'm sure if you go back far into the Jackson 5, you'll see the same thing. But look at Michael Jackson's eyes. He has the same look as those animals in the zoo. Same exact look. Not only him, but any other of those people who are used to keep you in the state that you're in. The imp likes it. The imp likes it. So this is all I wanted to use the image of Michael Jackson or the image of Michael Jackson because everybody knows him. But notice he always has that far away, dull, I don't know look in his eyes. That look in the eyes is check it out. Check out the people that you come around. Most people have that. Why? Because they're not in their natural habitat. And if you think I'm lying, all you have to do is go check it out for yourself. Check out people's faces or the look in their eyes when they're on their way to work. Check out the look in people's eyes. I know we don't look at each other in the eyes. We look at what kind of shoes we got on, what kind of belt, what kind of handkerchief is in the pocket. If my nails are done, we pay attention to superficial stuff like that. But look into the people's eyes. I forgot. See, that's what I'm saying. This is why I like this. This is why I like this. Yeah. You got people who just see it off the rip. I got something to share with y'all later in the week. This brother gonna make y'all piss your pants. This dude, I'm like, oh damn. And that's what I'm saying. When we share information and people get it, oh man, you set off a bomb in them, off the hook. You got these young cats now finding out that they're the indigenous people of America. Uh, Generations before that really didn't delve too much in that. A lot did, but remember, we started to integrate. We integrated. We went to be with other people. Don't act like it wasn't me. You know what I mean. We left our homes and moved to these other cities, allowing foreigners to come in and take it over. The other places we ran to trained us not to be us. And that's what you want to do. Okay, I'm just here to let the kids know because nobody let me know. Everything America has, everything that America stands for, it's because of you. Now, I can't make it no simpler than that. You are America. You why people want to be here. So I think sometimes we have to look, that's what inner vision is. Don't look at what you're being told. Look at, so inner vision is this on this subject alone. So many of us look at all these people rushing over here. Inner vision allows you to ask yourself, why? Why are all these people uprooting where they're from, packing up, and coming over here? Ask yourself that. Why are all these people coming from Africa? Why are all these people coming from India? Ask yourself why. Just don't look at it from an angle that somebody is giving you. Why? And you will simply see that where they're coming from, the the corruption, and this is what I'm saying, they're fleeing the corruption that's going on in their countries, just like you fled the corruption that was going on in your states, in your counties, didn't you? So the people who are here today, people that was born in 1960 and above, they are all the people up to the baby being born in the next 5 minutes. All of those people, all they are the same people that came before them. They're the same people. They are also the same people that came before them. They are also the same people that came before them. You are your ancestors. You're just recycling back here. I mean, listen, like I always do, always, always share the chat in the box. Please, what you say. Now, I know many of us on other cultures' ideologies about life. So when you act and do this because you'll learn from this. Ask the people who call themselves black. Ask the people who call themselves African America. Ask the people who call themselves Negro. Ask all these people what were the spiritual practices of the people here before all these immigrants came. And I don't want to put a timeline on it because we have been so skewed with time, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't understand it. Time has been used to twist you up so bad it's embarrassing. What time? Are we in somebody else's time matrix, or do we have our own? I'm talking about the people of America, the place that everywhere around the world wants to come. What's the time frame of those people? What did those people think about time? Well, I mean, somebody please. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. And so you see how we look. We always go into other people to get information. We never use inner vision. Never. I mean, some people do. Some people do. A few. A few. Imagine. Imagine if 5% used it. Are you saying that it's less than? Yes. 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 Now, if you want, because some people are like, man, it's more than that. No, it's not. And all you do is have to ask the simple question: how are all these people coming over here taking the resources of the American people? And when we say American people, we're talking about the. I like to go back to American because that best describes it. It best describes it. So when you're given a word, the word you're given is to describe something. Describe. So if I say the word leaf, it'll be a green, fibrous, whatever that hangs off a tree. If I said leaf, it has liquid in it. I can explain it the best I can. These words that you are given mean something. And American mean rich soul. Rich soul. Okay. It's a word. It's nothing that's real. It's used to describe something. It's used to describe. And if it's used to describe you, you have to know it. American just means rich soul. You can take that any way you want to. You can take that any way you want to. Then you just ask yourself who, what, when, where, and why, right? So that you're using inner vision now when you're learning. You are what everybody wants, but somebody has trained you to believe that you are black. It's an insult. It's a slap in the face. But they don't have to do it. They just teach you to do it. Then the imp is born. The imp is born. Now, you might want to ask yourself, and I know a lot of people do this, what is an imp? Imp. A imp is like a, what do you call those worms? Parasite that a lot of people have. Most people have it. It's where the word chimp comes from. A chimp, when you think of a chimp, what do you think of? A pest. Pest. Always monkeying around, always cooning. Chimp, imp. It's a parasite for real. Check it out. IMP. Go check out what a chimp is. Imp, I'm sorry, imp. It's like a little parasite. So that's what you call IGA is. A person is not a IGA. A person is a person. Joe is Joe. Linda is Linda. They're not what somebody say they are. They are what they are. Unfortunately, when you're trained to look at yourself through other people's eyes, you become what they are looking at, not what you are looking at. If anybody can make what I just said any simpler than what I said, please come and do so because I want to make this simple so we understand. Because I know we like to argue, all that. No, we want some understanding on what's going on, what's happening around us. We got to know what's going on around us, who we are. Why? How can other people come to your home and build jails to put you in, and you haven't figured out how to shut that shit down yet? Imps, imps. So what we're going to do now is just show you how to exercise the imp. Exercise is like, remember that movie, The Exorcist? If you haven't seen it, I mean, read the book. You want to get rid of the imp. You know how people are detoxing now and getting rid of all that shit that they done put in their body. People are doing that now. Um, same thing with the imp. And the imp isn't just, destructive. I mean, it is destructive. That's his main purpose, to get you to be who you are not, to get you to focus more on the imp than yourself, than you. You are not your physical body. Your physical body is what's used to get along down here on earth. You were inside. I'm making it simple. I just put the address to the chat in the chat box. You are not your physical body. You are inside your physical body, making your physical body do what it do. Your nose isn't breathing. You're on the inside making that happen. Your ears aren't hearing. That's you on the inside making that happen. Your ears are just the amplifiers to pick up the sound that's going on, to transmit it to you. You are not what somebody tells you you are. You are what all those people I mentioned beforehand are. Same thing. And the world comes and feeds off of it because you hold out the pan to feed them because you believe you are what somebody told you you are. Such is not the case. So you want to exercise the imp in you. Inner vision. Who are you? Like Parliament Funkadelic say, shine the light on it. Stop pointing the fingers at everybody else. Turn that sight, that vision in on you. Turn that light on you. The imp will scurry away. It's just that simple. What you find in other people, is it in you? Do you exercise that? Everybody takes a breath. Everybody takes a dump. Everybody wakes up and goes to, you have the thing everybody else has. Everything. Everything. Matter of fact, they get it from you, don't they? Don't they? To say all this was bred out of you, no, it wasn't bred out of you. You just been made to ignore it. You what other people say you are. You not even who you say you are 200 years ago. Don't care. And then like Earth, Wind, and Fire said, you wrote it in a stone. That's cold to let you know who you are. You don't do that if you live in America. You don't do that. You like to go cruising. You don't like to go where your ancestors are from. You like to go to Disneyland. You won't go where your ancestors are from, right or wrong. Somebody want to come up and explain that the indigenous people don't spend their resources on what they should be spent on. Could you please come up and show us where and how it's done so we can all copy? How are other nations, Bangladesh, coming over here, opening up supermarkets and being successful? And the indigenous people that come to this land, I'm sorry, the indigenous people of this land, it's impossible for them. Ain't nobody stopping you. No inner vision. You're stopping yourselves. You're stopping yourselves. Ask yourselves, seriously, you've been going to these churches for what, about 200, 300 years? You see now how they're falling apart, and they gonna get crushed over. What the churches have done to the community is abominable. But nothing really happens because they're supported. The people support them. So that's how it keeps going. So now you're seeing that the people doesn't support them anymore. No spiritual value at all. No spiritual value at all. I'll put to the link to the chat. If you want to come and explain the spiritual value of all these religions, please come and explain it. Soon as you sound like you don't know what you're talking about, we got to move on. Because if you giving it to us the way that somebody gave it to you, well, we don't we don't we don't work on that. We don't do that. What do I look like taking spiritual ideals from people from Germany before I take those same ideas from the people of America, the Americans? Don't they, didn't they have a spiritual story? How to navigate through life? Isn't that what other people come to do while they give you theirs? They just steal the spiritual story of over here and give you theirs. It's that simple. How come we don't know the spiritual stories over here? Don't care. Don't ask. Don't question. Just do what you're told. That's what Black people do. Anybody want to come and explain that they don't do it like that? You're welcome. You please explain. And we're going to have some questions from the audience too. So please explain. I ask all the preachers. I mean, you're adept in Christianity and Islam and all this crap. Tell me the spiritual philosophies of your people. Complete silence. Complete silence. How you in the Bible anyway? I don't even know. It don't even make no sense. I mean, but like I say, many of us give our energy to that, and that what leads our lives to ruin. So exorcising the imp, getting rid of the imp, inner vision. Things are not hard. What you say, what you see. If you see something and act like you don't see it, that's not you. That's the imp. Like I said, so like just think a chimp. Let's think a chimp without no personality. That's what an imp is. A lot of these um, problems that are going on is because people just believe in things. Think people believe in nothing. They don't believe in nature. They don't believe in oxygen. They don't believe in trees. Those are just props to most people. Not all people. Most people. You have a lot of young people. When I say young people, I'm talking 20, 25 and below. They learning about themselves. They understand because it probably wasn't given to them like it was in previous generations. They're starting to make sense. They're starting to find out things, to question, not watching TV. I think you'd be shocked today if you realized how many people have abandoned the TV. It's a lot. And done, moved on the land, went and reclaimed their people's land, getting integrated with the environment again, knowing where rivers and lakes are. It's all over the place. They know they're not eating out the supermarket no more, so they got to get their own food. Plenty of food. People be like, oh, the price of food is going up. No, for people who connect back to the land, price of food is going down. Food is abundant. They just kill animals just for sport here to see how good they can shoot. That's their culture. They'll shoot an elephant, take a picture with it, bring the picture home to show his boys, and the elephant just decays right there on the spot. That's what they do. What you call African American and black, that's who taught them to do that. You don't ever put your hands on nature at all. Why? Because nature is the same one that created you. Get rid of the imp. Seriously. Get rid of the imp. Your life will take a whole another trajectory. Trajectory. The imp chimp is what's really holding you back. That's not who you are. Be yourself. Seriously. Be yourself. You're not what other people say you are. Who are you? Shouldn't you find that out? Shouldn't you at least know that? Shouldn't you at least know where you came from, where your blood flows from, where you get all your vitamins and minerals and whatever that makes you up? Don't you want to know where that comes from? Don't you know in your stories, your spiritual stories and all that, that the heroes were the people around you, your kin. It wasn't something written in the paper 2,000 years ago. It was right here, right now. You have all that around you. You're one of them, but you're trained to just look at people who lived in the desert 2,000 years ago. Get rid of the imp. Get rid of the imp. How to get rid of the imp? Inner vision. Get everything you do, everything you want to be, and start being it. One of the quickest ways to come up is stop consuming everything that everybody comes with. Stop consuming. It's not you anyway. Go trace your bloodline, find out the minerals and everything that's in your blood. You can do your own blood work. You'll realize that you're the same people here. You know, if they don't send your blood test to the people here, you notice that. So getting rid of the imp is that simple. Inner vision. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Don't look at yourself through somebody else's eyes. You guys have a good day. We'll see you next time. Peace.